Welcome to the first edition of this season's Weekly Whistle video series. This is Chris Rastatter, NCAA National Coordinator of Men's Basketball Officiating. Last season was a very exciting and exceptional year of college basketball, and I'm looking forward to more of the same for the upcoming season. In this week's video, we will review one of the most positive and potentially impactful rule change in recent history. Beginning this season, a change to the rule and interpretation of Rule 4, Section 8, continuous motion, will be in effect. In short, a player with the ball will be deemed to be shooting if all of the following occur. 1. The illegal contact occurs after the offensive player ends his dribble. 2. The official must determine that the offensive player has started the normal throwing movement that starts a try. And 3. The offensive player will be allowed to complete the pivot or the step that they were on. This is one step and release the ball on a try. Let's look at some plays. You will notice in all the plays that the ball handler is going to the basket in an attempt to score. That is a necessary component of all continuous motion plays. In the first play, the ball handler ends his dribble with his pivot foot on the floor when contact occurs. From that point, he takes one step and completes the try by throwing the ball towards the basket. Last season, this play would have been ruled a common or non-shooting foul. This season, we will score the basket and award one free throw. In the second play, the ball handler ends his dribble with one foot, his pivot foot, on the floor. He absorbs the contact, takes one step, and shoots the ball. He is clearly attempting to score, and this season, he will be considered in the act of shooting and will be awarded two free throws. Watch this next play as White 21 ends his dribble with one foot on the floor just before or just as contact occurs. He takes one step and continues the try by shooting the ball toward the basket. 21 is in the act of shooting and should be awarded two shots. Again, a ball handler must end his dribble before contact and, in the official's judgment, be attempting to score for continuous motion to apply. In the final play of this first set, the same sequence occurs as in the previous play. In transition, White 5 ends his dribble, puts his pivot foot on the floor, and is fouled at approximately the same time. He plays through the contact, takes one step, and finishes his try at the basket. The lead official on this play, evidently applying this season's interpretation, scores the basket. By rule, the shooting motion cannot begin before a player has picked up or ended his dribble. When this occurs, it should be ruled a common foul. The shot shall not count, and the team, if not in the bonus, shall be awarded the ball for a throw-in. Also, when a player executes a legal jump stop and he is clearly not attempting a shot, it is not continuous motion. This too shall be ruled a common foul, and the team shall be awarded a throw-in at the spot nearest to where the foul occurred. Let's look at a couple plays to illustrate the aspect of this rule. In this first play, Black 0 takes the pass and immediately makes a move toward the basket. He is quickly fouled by White 0 before ending his dribble, and thus by rule, he is not in the shooting motion. Only after contact does Black 0 gather the ball with two hands while both feet are off the floor. He then takes not one but two steps before releasing the ball on a try. This play is a good example of a non-shooting foul for multiple reasons. On the next play, White number 8 is fouled on his drive to the basket. The illegal contact occurs well before his dribble ends. This is a clear and obvious example of a non-shooting or common foul. The center official would be correct this year as well, not scoring the basket. The final play happens quickly in transition. On this drive to the basket, Blue 2 ends his dribble with his right foot on the floor when he is fouled by White 0. After executing a jump stop, Blue 2 attempts a try. When a player executes a jump stop, the interpretation in all situations is that the initial move has ended and the player's next move is a separate action. Thus, this is not continuous motion and should be ruled a common foul. The intent of the new interpretation is not to score a goal on every drive to the basket. Consistency, accuracy, and enforcing the rule as written is the expectation of the officials. It is also important to understand that continuous motion is a team officiating play, which means that when there is doubt, help not only can but must come from the crew. These plays can be challenging and by rule are not reviewable. I believe that there will be a bit of an adjustment period, but I am confident that it won't last long. Thank you for watching the first edition of this season's Weekly Whistle video. I hope you found it informative and educational. Keep these plays in mind when you're watching games early in the season, and you can help me educate your friends on the new rule. I wish you all a great start to the season, and we'll see you on the next Weekly Whistle.